Hello, everyone, and welcome to the semifinals of the StarCityGames.com Dallas Open Weekend, part of Season 1 of the 2018 SCG Tour. We got Cedric Phillips and Patrick Sullivan. We are here in the booth. Nick Miller down in the feature match area. He'll be live tweeting the results of all of these matches here in our semis. Make sure you do follow at SCG Tour on Twitter. Use that hashtag SCGDFW as we get ready here for what should be a pretty explosive match of Legacy. Exploration going to start things off here for Kevin King. Going to search for a basic forest right away because he knows what he's up against. It's a deck that has 4 Blood Moons, 3 Blood Suns. It's mono red sneak attack. Another land here will allow Elsik to cast a Gamble.
And a very play draw dependent matchup, as you can tell here, with Elsik having a Chalice on 1 against this opening. And we might just be going to game 2.
Let's see what Kevin King will be discarding here in just a moment.
I'm curious what King's workaround, if any, is to Blood Sun in the first game.
No clue. He has Crows and Grip and such after sideboard. But
yeah, I guess it's Molten Vortex. Because a Blood Moon, you know, with a... I mean, that one's challenging to beat too, I suppose.
Blood Moon's hard for lands to beat. Dark Depths to discard to Gamble. Zach Elsik will play a Mountain. What? Boo!
Turn 2 is going to be a heater.
It better be. That's not the kind of start I signed up here for. There's a Thespian stage. What's this? Loam. Get back Depths and Wooded Foothills. Okay. Hasn't played a land yet this turn. I cannot even imagine what the confusion is. There we go. Port. There will be no turn 2. Heaters, as it were. Tap that. Draw a card. City of Trader strategy. Is there a Simian Spirit Guide here? There's an ancient. Boy, this game is this game done?
Yeah, we're done.
I think he's a Dark Depths in hand, right?
Well, you could through the breach Emrakul, right? So it's not over.
You definitely can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 permanents. Okay. He needs to have one heck of a draw to be able to do that.
No, 2-mana land, Seething Song.
Seething Song through the breach Emrakul.
Yeah, it's not.
You make it sound like that's easy. Yeah, he just has to have these 4 cards. There's a Blood Moon. I'm going to have a response. You caught me.
Kevin King knows the game engine.
We are.
We're good. Yeah. Oh, I love this. And Elsik's on the play. It's just a laugher in the other direction. It's a laugher in the other direction.
Oh, boy. Magic is lovely. Kevin King going to win game number 1 here over Zach Elsik. Lands very quickly up a game over mono red sneak attack. And who says we don't show enough Legacy? Huh? It's not our fault if it's short.
Yeah, by the number of games we cover plenty. In terms of time, that might be a little bit different.
That's up in the air. I would take a look at the rest of the scoreboard, but there's no way anyone else is done. So, a couple words from our sponsors, and we'll take a look at the sideboards here for King and Elsik. are back. Going to take a look at the sideboards here between Kevin King and Zach Elsik. Lands a mono red sneak attack. I'm going to start with Elsik, who on the play things are going to be a little bit probably more explosive for him. I say that because if he was on the play that game, probably been a pretty easy one for him to win. 3 Trinisphere, 2 Fiery Confluence, 2 Fairy Macabre, 2 Kozilek's Return, 2 Magus of the Moon, and a Braid of Boil, Chant of Torture Defiance, and a Sorcerer Spyglass. He's got a lot of ways to mess with lands.
Yeah, the 2 Fairy Macabres and the 2 copies of Magus of the Moon seem like the best thing. The Spyglass seems reasonable as well.
For Kevin King, he's got 4 Sphere of Resistance, 2 Crows and Grip, 2 Tireless Tracker, 2 Warping Whale, 2 Surgical Extraction and Trinisphere, Cube All-Star, Song of the Dryads, and Ancient Tomb.
The 2 copies of Crows and Grip, really important here.
Anything else?
I don't know, the spheres seem way too slow.
Yeah, on the draw.
It's interesting to describe
anyway.
to describe a combo matchup of where Sphere of Resistance is too slow.
That's definitely where we are right now.
I mean, Tireless. You could go to the Tireless Tracker, I guess, but it just seems like the game's just determined in too fast of a time frame for something like that to come up. So either someone's locked out, or you're killing him with Merit Lage, which is hard for him to interact with.
No.
It's not like, oh, we've settled into the mid game, and now it is time for Tireless Tracker to take over. That does not seem like
the mid game.
The mid game.
Is there a mid game in this matchup? In quotes.
Yeah, the second turn.
The late game will be turn 3, and the deep late game is turn 5. Rosum and Sullano look like they're still doing some battling. John and Kirkpatrick as well, though I do see Sullano reaching for the deck box. So perhaps we have a result in our middle match that we can relay to you. It looks like Rosum won game number 1 in Modern over Andrew Sullano. Standard still appears to be in game 1. As I've mentioned a couple times during the broadcast, I had dinner with Jonathan Rosum Friday evening. We got in at the same time to DFW, so we grabbed some dinner at the lovely Velvet Taco. And he said, I just want a trophy. He's trophy hunting right now. He's happy with the top 8s, all that stuff, but he's like, I want trophies.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Dave Shields a little bit.
It's interesting in his profile, it says former Hearthstone grinder. And he's at an age where he shouldn't be a former anything.
That's true. Yeah.
He's 19.
Former 18-year-old.
Right.
That's about it. Humans aficionado, to be sure, and he has demonstrated multiple times here this week, and that he knows how that deck works.
Yeah, like I said, I think Burn, if you really dial it up with your interaction post-board, the matchup can be good, but Sullano, not with those tools in the sideboard.
Well, we'll be underway here in game number 2 between King and Elsik momentarily. And then, of course, we got one more match to bring you after this. It'll be our finals match. And it could be the Jessup Bros in the finals with Bradley Carpenter against one of these 2 teams, though I must say that the Jessups do have quite the battle in front of them. Andres Campion, Michael Cortez, and Kyle Finken have had one heck of a tournament here. They are local Arlington players as well. They're looking to make a name for themselves here on the SG Tour. So either way, finals match should be quite a doozy here. Kevin King looking to make another finals appearance, by the way, in a team constructed open. Lands is his deck of choice. Rosum actually talked to me over dinner. He said, yeah, somehow we got Kevin a team with me. That's good. Needed that. That's good. Normally John would team with someone on Team Lotus Box, given the team affiliation, but hard to pass up Kevin, especially with his success in Legacy and these team constructed tournaments. He's just kind of off in the corner doing his thing. Doesn't need help from his teammates, knows how to play his deck, and knows how to do it really well, as you saw in that last game.
You notice the Legacy people don't ask their teammates for help very often.
Yeah, no. They're off in their own little world. Because what they're doing is so much different than everybody else. It looks like Zach Elsik going to take a mulligan here. Kevin King will take a look at his opening hand, and this game will start in a moment, but seems like a great team to talk about game night to me. Don't know about you, buddy.
Sure.
But these game night packages and our old pal, what's the name of that cat? What is it, String Theory?
String Theory.
Not going to sell itself. Go ahead, partner.
Available in January. You can head over to go.starcgames.com/gameout for more information. Every month, Star City Games generates new kits with pins and tokens with custom art that we send to stores that are signed up for game night. Stores can then run game night however they want to, any day of the week, any format they want. Just get players in the store on a regular basis for some fun and friendly magic. Like I said, this is String Theory, the January kit. We have a couple more coming down the pipeline in February, the Fast and the Curious, and then in March, the Two-Toed Spectacle. To go.starcitygames.com / game night for more information and find the game night closest to you. Stores, if you want to get signed up for game night, contact your Star City Games in-store play representative.
Back to the match we shall go. As Zach Elsik's going to scry the top card to the bottom. And let's see what kind of explosive start he asks our table spotter. Am I clear for takeoff? Chalice for 1 says yes. Now Chalice for 1 against this deck going to shut down Gamble. Going to shut down Exploration.
Molten Vortex.
Molten Vortex.
Crop Rotation.
That too? You know what it won't shut down? Mox Diamond. Discarding a Dark Depths. Not going to shut that down. Not going to shut down a land either. Can't stop that. That land could be Wasteland. Julian John wins game number 1 over Dylan Kirkpatrick in the Marty Vehicles Mirrors. So King, Rosum, and John getting their brooms out as there's a mountain for Elsik. And he'll pass the turn back. Cycle Tranquil Thicket. Here by Kevin King. That's Dark Depths. And we're going to go back over to Elsik. There's a mountain. Sorcerer's Spyglass. Let's get a good look at that. Let's get a good look at Sorcerer's Spyglass. Card we don't see very often. As Molten Vortex, Song of the Dryads, Crop Rotation. Oh boy, that's a lot of Dark Depths in hand. Jeez. Maybe he was hoping Elsik would play a Blood Moon. Do not see that happen very often. As there's the battlefield, look at opponent's hand, then choose any card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless their mana abilities with confirmation on exactly what the Spyglass names once Zach decides.
And not clear if he really needs to check the hand at all right now, so.
I like the artwork on that card. Pretty great. We're going to read Song of the Dryads. It's okay. Cube Superstar. We can bring up Song of the Dryads. I have this in my Cube decks when I lose a bunch. Not sure if that means it's good or bad. But when it's in my deck, I don't ever win. 2 and a green, enchant permanent. Enchanted permanent is a colorless forest land. So that means that Chalice, doesn't do anything now.
And maybe a way to break him out of some of the mana locks.
Thespian Stage, the name there was Sorcerer Spyglass. Wasteland. Your favorite. Nothing to blow up. We're going to go back over to Elsik now. He's got a sneak attack in hand. Powerful card. There's a mountain. Zach will just pass the turn back. We're going to go back over to Kevin King now. Picked up a copy of Punishing Fire. Back over to Zach we go. He's looking for a large threat. Blood Sun the draw.
Cool.
I'm curious how Blood Sun works with Dark Depths.
I would imagine.
Is that anything?
I would imagine that Dark Depths doesn't work, right? It's nothing but abilities.
I don't know. Dark Depths is apparently just going to be a blank Magic card then. Oh, now it's safe. It's safe to play the Ancient Tomb.
Wasteland is shut off.
It comes into play with 10 ice counters on it.
And I'm guessing with King having really not a whole lot to do here, he's just trying to just take natural draw steps because he wants to draw a Crozen Grip.
Mm-hmm. And there's a Dark Depths. Pass the turn back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't just randomly become a 20/20 under Blood Sun.
No, because that's an ability too.
Okay, sure. Now your things are mountains now. That's neat. We have Blood Suns. We got Magus of the Moons. We got Punishing Fires, killing Magus of the Moons. Are we calling this the late game here? Is that where we are?
That is.
Technically, we're in the late game.
Though I guess if King finds a grip for the Blood Sun, is the Dart Depth just on?
Oh
my God. Oh, that's sweet. That is sweet.
Yes.
That is sweet.
Yes.
That is great.
You better draw a big creature or you're dead.
That is a good one to know about. There's some things you need to see the first time.
Yeah. Sneak attack. Using the Blood Sun for mana. Smart. Going to tap correctly to be able to activate sneak attack. I will attack you. You lose.
That is
You
great.
lose. Kevin King the master. Song of the Dryads on a Blood Sun.
That is a really good one to know about.
He's going to defeat Zach Elsik 2-0. Is that maybe Blood Sun? Maybe Blood Sun not that great. Maybe,
no, I think it's still great.
does it feel good?
It's just there are some interactions that emerge that are good to know about.
Kevin King.
Yeah,
I wonder why he keeps making the finals. I don't get it.
Yeah, he played the second Dark Depths and he put it into play with no counters. I'm like, that makes sense. And then part of me was thinking something about this smells a little a little off.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Uh-huh.
I get it now.
Uh-huh.
I get it now.
Good to know.
We're going to jump over to Modern now. It's going over to Rosum. Rhymes with Awesome against Andrew Sullano. I think they just started their second game. Champion of the Parish versus Eidolon. Let's go. There's an unclaimed territory. Another champion of the Parish. Ow. Take 2.
Additionally, if you play
another one drop.
the open or
Oh, we're champion flooded. A 3-3 and a 2-2.
For the record, I am not a big fan of Eidolon and the Great Revel in this matchup.
No?
So first of all, I dislike it any time my opponent has Aether Vial.
Okay.
That's just as a starting point. The other is I like to just load up on removal and become a control deck, and Eidolon is problematic when you take that sort of position.
Well, he's under the gun.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
You learn something every day. Or at least you should. A Noble Hierarch? Rosum really hurting himself here. Might be hurting Sullano more, though.
So far we should have, I'm guessing, 2 Eidolon triggers and a Lava Spike on for Rosum's life total. And then here, don't know what happened, how the fetching went, so.
Quick update for you on our other matchup here. Campion up a game over, looks like Andrew Jessup, Cortez down a game against Danny Jessup, and then Carpenter and Finken are going to game number 3 in their legacy match. They're deep into it, so we won't be able to jump that way, unfortunately. Eidolon trigger on the Mantis Rider. Make sure we get these life totals updated here. Yeah, Eidolon no more.
Right. I mean, you just have to jump here and then hope to burn out over 2 turns. Not the easiest thing.
Yeah, we'll get these life totals updated after the dust settles. Also got a fetch here, too. Here's a skull crack, a bolt.
Okay.
So he's just going to die?
Yep.
Great. So, yep. A lot of burn spells.
Yep.
That means we're going to go to game 3, so that was easy.
Eidolon was great there.
It was.
It is sometimes.
Yep.
If Rosum goes turn 1 Vial, it does not look great. But
Well,
it was perfect against Rosum's draw,
Yeah,
for sure. He
it
had
did
just a lot of small plays to make.
it did look good there. No arguments to be had. So these players will shuffle up here for game number 3, which means we're going to hear from our sponsors really quickly, and then we'll watch that third game. So BRB. Humans v. Burn. Humans v. Burn. Both players taking a look at their hands really quickly. 4 Molten Rain, 4 Smash Smithereens, 3 Core Firewalker, 2 Relic Regenesis, 2 Searing Blood. Sully, talk to me.
2 Searing Bloods.
I knew it. 3 Sin Collector, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Dismember, 2 Is a Static Caster, 2 Mirror Crusader, 2 Vathian Renegades, a Kessick, Malcontents, a Zathra Necromancer.
I would bring in the Malcontents and the 3 Sin Collectors.
Kind of like the Necromancer a little bit too.
I don't think Sullano's game plan involves interacting with the board very much.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's not the worst. I think his other 3s are all better, and you only want so many 3s.
Okay. What was the 3 I board out in this match I was testing? I used to board Reflector Mage out. I quickly learned that was wrong. Mantis Rider's still fine. There's another 3 in this deck, I think. Come on, brain. Freebooter's good. Champion of the Parish is good. Thalia's good. Most of his cards are good, actually, in the matchup. Freebooter dies a lot, but... Dude, team tournaments are great.
Yeah, okay, cool.
We're getting ready for game 3? No, we're not. Julian John won. How about that?
All right, we'll take a break and come back for the finals.
Catch me outside. How about that? Kevin King, Jonathan Rosum, Julian John. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. To the finals we go.